In this video, I want to tell you guys about the most important recent add-ons for building environments in Blender, like generating terrains, skies, clouds, cities, you name it. Before we continue, I want to let you guys know that SuperHive is having right now its spring sale with a 25% discount on thousands of products. So if you have some add-ons or assets in mind that you haven't picked up yet, right now is the best time to do so. And if you don't know where to start, I have great suggestions down in the description. I want to start with this add-on called Sky Plus. As you can tell, it is all about crafting skies, and it is a fully procedural sky generator for cycles and Eevee. It doesn't just give you a sky, but you also have control over virtually every aspect of the sky, like the time of the day, atmosphere, clouds, stars, you name it. It even comes with some interesting stuff like volumetric auroras, which are animated northern lights, in the full version, which are impressively optimized to run in real time, and the developer even claims it runs on 60 FPS in cycles for those auroras. So as you can see, this add-on gives you different sky options, like a bright sunny noon or dramatic sunset with auroras at night, and it lets you tweak the sky's look in addition to its mood really easily. The next add-on I want to talk about is called Mesh Wrap by Kiri engine, which is a free add-on that can help you with environment creation by wrapping detailed 3D scans on different meshes, and you can wrap it on different surfaces too. Think of it just as a smart shrink wrap. You can take a high detail terrain scan and project it onto a base plane or landscape mesh without losing all the detail, avoiding the blobby look typical of basic shrink wrap. And as you have probably guessed, this is great for photogrammetry. You can scatter multiple scanned pieces of ground or rocks over a terrain and have them conform nicely to the shape below. The add-on includes tools to help prep and place the scans too. For example, it provides mesh alignment helpers so that your scans are oriented correctly before wrapping. There is also a scattering function for distributing many pieces across a surface with controls to manage density and avoid overlaps, in addition to other things. The next add-on, called Procedural Clouds, is promising for populating scenes with realistic clouds, and it is as easy as it gets. So the add-on allows you to create real-world clouds with high customizability, and you have a collection of more than 60 cloud presets, stuff like cirrus, the cumulus, stratus, smoke trails, haze, etc. And everything can be adjusted in size, shape, density, height, noise, scale, etc. You also have Shambari Sky presets, which comes in handy when you don't have time for manual placement. Just drop a sky preset that fits into your environment, customize it, and you're good to go. And the fact that this add-on runs on geometry nodes makes it possible to edit pretty much everything and any parameter. You can flatten, spread, change cloud type, and so on. And the add-on also offers starting presets, which is made for those who don't want to start from scratch. And also you've got a fast preview mode so you can keep your project optimized, especially in the viewport. I also forgot to mention that this add-on comes with wind animation, so you don't have to worry about that. In a similar vein, Physical Fog is a really good add-on for creating all kinds of fog like mist, haze, ground fog, etc. First time you open the add-on, you will be greeted with 3 types of fog to work with, which are auto fog, fog planes, and physical volumes. Auto fog creates a fog volume around the objects. There is even a layering system, so you can add fog layers on top of each other. Say for example, add background mist, plus some ground fog, moving with wind effects, plus atmosphere fog. And it comes with many presets, and you can tweak the fog shader the way that you want, with handy sliders in the add-on's UI. Second, you have fog planes, which is a library of customizable animated fog planes that you can quickly add to your scene. The third one, which is Physical Volume, adds a geometry nodes-based system that simulates fog behavior with many sliders to adjust how the volume behaves, in addition to dynamic iteration with objects. And that's not everything. There's another type of fog that you can activate, which is the photorealistic volume. This volume mode is made for beefy GPUs that takes your render realism to the next level. Now let me tell you about Scene Scanner by CGMatter, which basically turns regular photos or videos into 3D point clouds without needing any fancy LiDAR scanners. You can walk around the camera or even use existing footage, and this add-on generates a dense colored point cloud of the scene which you can view or render right in Blender. It is surprisingly fast unless you adjust quality levels, plus you can easily trim away any stray points that you don't want to use. And the coolest part, it can actually capture color, so your point cloud has texture information, and this is great for visualizing environments or creating that holographic look. And there is even a free version available with lower quality, if you want to give it a try before committing to the full version. And one of the important add-ons for creating environments is TrueSky, and with version 3, it pushes environment rendering and creation into a whole different level. Because instead of faking skies with HDR eyes or simple volumetrics, it basically simulates the entire Earth-scale atmosphere directly in Blender. And what really can catch your attention is how naturally everything reacts, because sunsets shift into those deep orange and purple tones through real atmosphere scattering, and clouds cast believable soft shadows across different landscapes, and you can literally fly from the ground into space without the illusion breaking. The volumetric cloud system is probably the star of the update too, since you can stack multiple cloud layers with cumulus, cirrus, and storm clouds while still getting proper lighting interaction and cinematic depth. On top of that, the add-on now handle the full day and night cycle, even with the stars, moons, planets, light pollution, auroras, fog, haze, and even localized hero fog volumes, which you can use for dramatic shots. And this makes it feel less like a sky add-on, and I would say more like an atmospheric simulation toolkit. And surprisingly enough, the developers also worked heavily on performance with the new True Speed modes, which reportedly cut render times massively, while keeping most of the visual quality intact. Another really interesting add-on is called Icity, which is all about generating cities procedurally. Of course, it uses Blender's geometry nodes under the hood to let you draw out road networks or even extrude roads from a simple city block layout, and then it automatically populates those city blocks with buildings, parks, parking lots, and other urban elements from its asset library. You can literally sketch a city plan and watch it fill in with skyscrapers, houses, and greenery in real time. And the latest update made the add-on even more powerful, because now it introduced the ability to turn your roads into large highways and add custom lane markings, so your city can have multi-lane roads and more complex traffic setups. Plus, you've got new tools for terrains, meaning you can have hills or uneven ground and the city will adapt to it. They also overhauled the export system because now exports run in the background and it supports multiple tasks at once. So you can keep working with Blender while your city is exporting, and you can even auto-convert all those generated instances into real mesh objects before exporting for use in other engines. So guys, if you are interested in these add-ons, you will find all the necessary links in the description. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.